So actually, the chat history only exists as a state variable in the front ends of the users. And whenever someone joins, they just they poll randomly one of the members in the chat and ask them for the whole history. When you receive a request for history, the history is broadcast to all members, so everyone always gets the same history. There's no mismatch there. So someone joins, they write something, and third person joins. And again, this person sees all the history that's already there. So the third person basically asked randomly one of the two for the history and received all of it. So they go on, someone exits the chat, and of course, well, if they join, they will see again the whole history. And then, last person who leaves was the only one who had, the history in its state. So when it's gone, it's gone. If they join again, there's nothing there. So no history. And so basically, it's a blank slate again. If someone joins again, they will now see the new history, and whatever was shared before is not available anymore. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, so that was all of our entries. Each one of them are going to get the $500 for the open source project, but we're going to have a brief deliberation for the prizes that are on the table over here. So we'll be right back for that.
That's a very horrible title. It'll do.
Can we have all the teams report to the front, please?
Maybe it's not marriage. Maybe it's love. Well, whatever it is, praise it and that against you. I've got a feeling love don't have to do with me.
All right, so we had to bring in a tiebreaker judge, and we still couldn't break the tie. So we have a two-way tie for third. Both of our chat apps got third, and they will be getting one of these two, either the ClueCon game or the Cards Against Technology pack. However, we really couldn't tie break it, so you're going to have to duke it out for your preference.
Fight for whoever wants what. Who wants what? Fight it out. You want that?
Oh, first come, first serve.
Good job, you guys.
For second place, Evan, can I get you to display this prize?
Here we are.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
It is a
yes.
bar kit
Very
for
nice
one.
set.
And we've also got a bottle opener, some socks, and I'm pretty sure that's a water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh no, I forgot the team name.
Here you are. More stuff. Yes, all of this comes together. You can both hydrate, use the glasses to drink your water while you're keeping your feet warm, and opening your favorite beverages. So congratulations to the second place team.
Whose name I forgot while standing up here very nicely. Oh, no, how can I forget it? It's three-factor authentication. Come on.
Two-factor authentication.
Three-factor.
Three-factor. Congratulations, you guys. Well done. Thank you.
And of course, that means our first prize, the tablet, goes to the Muscarteers.
Muscarteers. Sure. Everybody can share one tablet. Rotate it around. Yeah. Well done.
And I'll sync with all of you here to make sure we get your submission and get your cash paid out. A little bit more bureaucracy on that one, so it'll take a minute, but look out for an email from me. And I'll hand it over to Evan for our next speaker.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank you
you,
again for all the
everyone.
teams. Thank you to the guys for competing. It's always awesome to see what everybody can make. I know if you liked that or if you want to see more of that, I know a lot of people here are, maybe you do or don't know about Dangerous Demos. That's coming up later. With Mr. James Bodie, always an amazing time. Also equally great prizes. Lots of different things you can compete for. I think, James, there's the Audience Award. There's the Crash and Burn Prize. There's, which is my personal favorite. And yeah, one more thing, too. If you have a golden ticket, there's a tumbler now. That same sort of golden-looking tumbler in the back. Put your golden tickets into that tumbler for the drawing of the MacBook. So if you want to win a MacBook, put a golden ticket in there. You might be the lucky winner. I never was. And I still regret it to this day, Alex. But without any further ado, he needs very little introduction. He's a man of many talents. He's been a VoIP expert for decades now, and a great speaker, Mr. Alex Kinch.
Let's see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, this is going well. This is going absolutely fantastically well. There's nothing like preparation, and this is nothing like preparation. Sorry, bear with me. Bear with me 2 secs. All right, so good afternoon. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. So I'm going to talk a little bit about SMS, the hows, the whys, the whos, the numbers. Let's have a look at what the SMS market looks like in the US at the moment. Number types in the US market, what's required to get going to send SMS in the US, and registering your brand and campaign with the campaign registry, which I appreciate is a really wonderfully exciting topic after lunch on the last day of ClueCon. So who am I? As Evan said, I've been around for quite a number of years. I've been a telco geek since 1990-something. I actually used to bunk off college to go and read telecoms manuals and technical documents. That's how I rolled. I've spent 20+ years at companies including TruePhone, Jersey Telecom, Infobip, a lot of time in the SMS space. I'm also a part-time music producer, Twitch DJ, and retro gaming enthusiast. Please follow and like my Twitch thing so we can get to 50 people. That would be lovely. I've been a FreeSwitch user since 2007. And a little later on in my career, I founded and ran a company called Xyron, based in the UK, which is where I'm from, using FreeSwitch extensively, and sold that to a company called Telco Switch in 2020. And since July 2021, I've been the director of carrier operations here at SignalWire. So basically that means all the interactions day to day with the voice and SMS carriers that you send messages through and make calls through at SignalWire, I'm responsible for that team and those relationships with the carriers. And also you can find all my socials at alex.je/me. So, I did a presentation, there's the bit.ly link on the screen if you want to scan it. I did a presentation back at ClueCon in 2014, which seems an awful long time ago, called SMS for Voice People. And a lot of things have changed since then. It has really changed. We've gained 10 DLC as a thing, we've got a campaign registry, toll-free SMS is also a thing as well, so just bear with me, I'm having some problems with my notes here. There we go. So yeah, an awful lot has changed. We're actually just going to go through some of that in a little while, but first things first. If anybody's got experience with Google Sheets and how to get the speaker notes to display at the same time, I'd appreciate your help right now. Because I am really struggling with this. Sorry, guys. Nope. Doesn't want to play. Does not want to play at all. All right, let's try that. There we go. So this guy is called Friedhelm Hillebrand, 1984. He was sitting in his home in Bonn in Germany. He typed some random sentences and questions, counting every letter, number, and space. And almost every time, the messages actually, the things that he was typing came to fewer than 160 characters. So that actually became the limit of early text messages, because you could type an awful lot of things into 160 characters. So that is how we ended up with 160 characters as the limit. This is a Nokia 1011 phone. Oops, I'm really not doing very well with this. November 1992, I'm just going to wing this without notes. Let's see how this goes. November 1992, it was the first SMS-capable handset. It cost equivalent to about $1,500 without inflation. It's a very expensive piece of technology, but it's the first Nokia handset to do SMS. This guy, Neil Patworth, 3rd of December 1992, sent a message. Happy Christmas. That was the first text message ever. No one could reply because there wasn't a reply path, but he managed to send one message across. 1998, Vodafone, again in the UK. I mean, the UK, being slightly biased, but we were behind a lot of the things, a lot of the early successes of SMS. The first application-to-person SMS. So person-to-person messaging is I message you, you message me, we message each other. Application-to-person, A to P, is you message a computer or an application messages you. So the first application-to-person, A to P message, was in the UK in 1998. Who remembers Predictive Text by Tejik? Anyone? No? Okay, 1998, the first... Sorry, not the first A2P SMS, I've misled by this. So the first predictive text algorithm was developed in the UK in 1998, which was quite wonderful, and it's been terrible ever since with predictive text. 1999, you couldn't, up until 1999, you couldn't actually send SMS between mobile operators. So if you were, let's say, on Vodafone, AT&T, T-Mobile today, and you wanted to text your friend on someone else that wasn't the same operator as you, you couldn't. But that changed in 1999 when you could actually start sending messages between carriers. 2002, more than 250 billion SMS sent around the world. And that was really driven by the fact you could send messages across network to your friends on other carriers. 2006, anybody remember these guys, Twitter? I think they're kind of quite big now. It started also as an SMS social network. It was not originally a web thing, it was SMS based. 2007, SMS usage surpasses calls in the US. That's a pretty big milestone. 2008, Obama announces some guy called Biden as his running mate via SMS at about 3 o'clock in the morning to all his supporters. That was the beginning of political text messaging in the US. 2010, 200,000 text messages a minute being sent. It's an awful lot. But so interestingly, looking at the figures, you can see it rise and rise and rise and then dip right the way down after the 2010s. But then we're actually seeing a resurgence of SMS usage. You can see around 2017, that's the lowest trough there, and then it starts going up, which is really, really interesting. A lot of people have said SMS is dead. Use WhatsApp, use Messenger, et cetera, et cetera. Oh no, far from dead. One of the reasons why is it's ubiquitous. You can reach people on virtually any mobile device, virtually anywhere in the world, and it's fast as well. You don't have to have an application installed. You don't have to have an account with someone. It just works. You just send the message and off it goes. So focusing on the US SMS market, because obviously that's where we are. Markets around the world are very different. So say, for instance, in the UK, where I'm from, there is no such thing as a campaign registry yet. We do have shortcodes, we do have long numbers, but we don't have the hoops that you have to jump through, which I'll cover later. 10 DLC numbers that can send and receive A to P application to person messages from it's a regular 10-digit local phone number. That's effectively what it looks like, but it has been somewhat supercharged to allow high throughput messaging. Shortcodes, you're probably all familiar with, 5 or 6 digit numbers here in the US and Canada, and because of the cost, they are normally associated with larger brands or organizations. Toll-free SMS is relatively recent. Send and receive A2P messages with a toll-free number. All of those three are similar but different. They all have registration requirements at the moment. Some of them more arduous than others. I'll come back to that in a second. There are 3 main gatekeepers in this industry, or 3 sets of gatekeepers, and they're all very different. So if you want to do something with 10 DLC, you deal with inevitably a company called the Campaign Registry. If you want to do shortcodes, you'll be dealing with a number of people. You'll be going off and getting your shortcode from the Common Shortcode Administration and then complying with CTIA rules, and the platform's run by a company called iConnective. Toll-free SMS, the whole thing's run by a company called ZipWhip. There are rumors around the industry that that's not going to be for much longer. Who knows? Rumors are wonderful things. What do you need for each type of SMS? Like I said, it varies. So 10DLC, you register a brand. So let's say Alex Co wants to send SMS. So Alex Co has an EIN, an employee identification number, or a company number, or if you're in Europe, a VAT number. You go off and register your brand, and there's some background checks that happen to make sure your company is who they say they are. So Alex Co gets brand approval. Campaign registry say, yes, check, that's fine. Then I need to actually understand what sort of traffic am I sending? Is it marketing messages? Is it two-factor authentication messages? Is it appointment reminders? Is it political? All these sort of things vary. So each message type has to fit in a particular category and that then gets assigned a particular kind of throughput, a particular set of rules. Once I've done that, I will go off and register my campaign. There's certain things that you can't do with 10DLC, normally shaft content, sex, hate, alcohol, firearms, tobacco. You can't do stuff related to that. You could definitely not do things related to marijuana because it is federal issues with that, even if it's legalized state by state. So assuming that Alex Co doesn't want to send messages about getting high or, buying weed paraphernalia. We're all good. Let's go off and register that. I register my campaign type. I'd like to send, let's say, for instance, I want to send appointment reminders to my customers. So I go off and do that. It all gets approved, check in the box. By the way, this takes a couple of days normally. It can take longer if you are a non-US brand. It takes a little bit longer to verify. I put the numbers on the campaign, up to 49 numbers. This will become apparent later why. And then I start sending messages. And hopefully, my messages are good. They're on brand. I'm not up to any mischief. I unsubscribe people from stop requests. I don't beg them to come back. And off we go. And it's relatively low cost. We'll cover some of the costs on 10DLC in a minute. Short codes are, like I said before, they are expensive. You know, you're looking in the hundreds instead of the tens per month to run a short code. It takes a lot longer. You lease the short code, so you start paying for it, and then you go off and register a campaign, and the carriers will sit there and look at every single thing you've written about that campaign and say yay or no, whether they'll allow it on their network. Toll-free SMS. You used to be able to just go off and get toll-free numbers and just start sending messages. Something happened over the last sort of 6 months or so where the carrier started asking ZipWhip to register, to verify the brands associated with the numbers and get the numbers registered. That is now mandatory, with a few minor exceptions like sending traffic to Canada. So, you know, each of them has a separate process flow. Now back to 10DLC, because that is really the most popular type of SMS here in the US. I'm not going to go through all of these. You're all capable of reading, I'm sure. There are a lot of three-letter acronyms and terms that you'll see dotted around, but I think I want to highlight a couple of the important ones. MNOs are the mobile carriers, mobile network operators. DCAs are the direct connect aggregators, so the people that connect to the MNOs. And CSPs, SignalWire is a CSP. You could become a CSP if you want to as well, if you work directly with campaign registry. They are the campaign service providers, so the people that provide the application to send the messages through. 10DLC, we covered 10-digit long code, and the rest is relatively self-explanatory. So when you go off and register your brand, we've sort of touched on this before. We identify who is Alex Co, what are we doing? I then go off and register my campaign. I can get a brand score as well. This gets a little bit more complicated. We start talking about, you know, actually scoring how reliable your brand is, or if you're in the political space, you need your brand to be, or your political campaign and your political brand to be verified. You can put up to 49 numbers on a campaign in most cases. There is a thing, if you want to go past 49 numbers, called number pooling. I really don't suggest it. It's very expensive, it's very time consuming, and 9 times out of 10, you don't actually need more than 49 numbers on a campaign. If you absolutely do, come talk to us, but in most cases, the carriers will not allow it. Like I said, it takes 1 to 3 business days. We are currently faster than most providers. There is a little bit of manual back-end work going on in the industry. It's not all automated. It's not, if you push the button on your space, on the API, it does go to someone at SignalWire to review, and it does go through the DCA chain for review. That's mainly because not that long ago, T-Mobile started threatening to introduce very hefty fines for non-compliance. So everything checks and balances all through the system. Like I said, you could do this through your SignalWire space, or you can use the API to do it. Now, we talked about Alex Co. If I'm sending messages directly to my end users, I'm an individual business. I register just once as my brand, and all the campaigns will go under my brand. However, if Alex Co. is sending messages on behalf of other businesses, so say, for instance, argument's sake, I provide software to doctors' surgeries, and I want to send out reminders. Each individual doctor's surgery will need to register, so I am a reseller. So I can't just say Alex Co. appointment reminders, and here are these 10 doctors' offices and surgeries. No, each one will have to register separately as a brand. They'll have to register their own campaigns. I cannot just merely aggregate it. That's quite important to know that. Now, if Alex Co. was new to the market and it was just me, I would get SignalWire to do all the work. I appreciate I'm biased, but I would just be a reseller of SignalWire, nice and easy. But as Alex Co. grows, and as you guys grow, if you're reselling, you want to start doing a little bit more of the heavy lifting yourself, you can actually register directly with the registry, which is Campaign Registry, for a $200 one-time fee. You will then have the delight of working directly with them, all the fun and games that entails, and then you just use SignalWire as your plumbing, as your pipe into the carriers. So there's a couple of options if you are going to be reselling. It's very important to know that in the majority of cases, I mean, you can mix use cases on a campaign, so you can have appointment reminders, you can have two-factor authentication, you can have all marketing all under one mixed campaign. It's not generally a good idea. It's better to split it up into individual campaigns and individual types. It's also worth knowing that if something really bad happens and one of your campaigns gets struck out by the carriers, and it's a mixed campaign, everything tumbles. If you do this all separately and you have a problem with one, it doesn't affect the rest of them. There's a lot of text on here. I'm not going to go through every single one. And there's actually 2 pages of this. There are many, many, many use cases in the world of 10DLC. So we touched about two-factor authentication and customer care, marketing, polling and voting. You know, some of these you will generally, well, actually, there's some specialist ones on the second page. Some of these are very, very specialist. You won't generally see these day to day. There is, kind of back when we're talking about registration as a brand and EINs, if you're a very, very, very small micro business, you will not have an EIN because you don't have any employees. The industry understands this, and they came up with something called sole proprietor. So you don't need an EIN or a tax ID. You can just say, hi, I'm Alex Coe. I am just one person. I'm not a corporation. I'm not incorporated anywhere. I'm just me. The problem is with that is that got massively abused by a certain large, well-known CPaaS provider who was registering everybody as sole proprietor. So the mobile carrier said, stop, we don't want to do this anymore. Sole proprietor is not a thing. We've got to switch it off. First, we're going to revalidate every single person that's on here to make sure that they are not a proper company and they don't have an EIN. And then a certain large carrier turned around and said, actually, to hell with it, we don't want any of this. We don't want to do this. So sole proprietor is only going to now work on one carrier, on one major carrier, so it's a little bit of a state of flux at the moment. But, you know, looking through some of these specialist use cases, political, if you're in the US and you're a registered voter, I'm sure you'll know what's going on at the moment because you're receiving a torrent of text messages. Political is a very particular kind of campaign type. Education, emergency, charity, et cetera, et cetera. Those are particular campaign types. But, you know, like I said before, the general ones, if Alex Coe wants to send out appointment reminders, that's a customer care interaction. If Alex Coe was, I don't know, let's say, for instance, I was providing financial services of some sort and I wanted to tell you that something was going on with your credit card account, or, you know, there was let's say a password reset or something or other, account notifications, two-factor authentication we've covered, public service announcements we covered, I think. These are the different use cases on 10DLC that the carriers like to pigeonhole you into. Because I have rattled through this very fast, and I think we've got about 5 minutes left, and none of my speaker notes worked, so I really sincerely apologize for that. I've got best part of 5 minutes to answer any questions you may have about 10DLC, about SMS, about shortcodes, about anything. I see two gentlemen in the back with their hands up.
What if you have clients that don't fit in any of the use cases?
I mean, that's a very good question, and we've had these discussions with carriers before that you can't always pigeonhole it. And, you know, let me just roll back a second on the slide here. So generally, you will find a home somewhere within one of these use cases, either the standard ones or the special ones. But have you got an example of a client that may not fit in there?
All of mine.
Okay.
Answering services.
Answering services. Okay. So
they're sending messages on behalf of other clients.
Right.
That they have asked to have sent to them.
This starts to get a little bit complicated because then you're looking at, do those other clients have to register as their own brand? This is when it starts getting a little bit messy. Yeah, well, we can take this one offline and chat about it. You know, my colleague Kat's at the back of the room as well. You know, we can have a chat with you further about it.
Yeah, I am one of those answering services, and I'm fortunate my campaign hasn't been, struck yet. I haven't violated enough rules, I guess. But another situation I come across when it comes to registry is, even though I'm registered, there are many occasions where a random carrier like AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile will just silent blacklist my phone number without giving any kind of notification that has happened back to the sending carrier. The carriers expect us to do our due diligence to make sure that we're being forward with what we're doing, but on the other side of that, and I would consider it a bit abusive whenever they do those sorts of things. They'll just blacklist the number. Is there any way for there to be repercussions on the carrier side for those kind of behaviors?
I think a couple of observations and thoughts on this one. SMS is a closed ecosystem. It's not federally regulated by the FCC. It is a carrier product. There is no automatic right to send messages to their subscribers. So therefore, they are well within their rights to block messages if they consider that they are spam. Just because a number is registered as part of a campaign's associated with a brand, it doesn't guarantee, 99% of the time it's all fine, but it doesn't guarantee that SMS will fly through, because carriers still have anti-spam systems sitting there on the A2P side, watching, listening, learning, and blocking messages. Now, if you do get your messages blocked, and SignalWire is your CSP, come talk to us. We'll investigate it with the carriers. We'll provide them with examples, and it helps them tune their machine learning and their spam filters. But like I said, there is no cast iron guarantee that just because you've done all of this and jumped through the hoops and done everything completely correctly, that your messages will absolutely 100% guaranteed to get there. 99% probably. 100%, unfortunately not this time.
It's absurd because it is pay to play now. Like, in addition to your regular sending fees for each message, you now have to pay to register your campaigns and continue to pay them, and they still are blocking. So it's frustrating to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, this is a relatively new development as well. T-Mobile have decided in their infinite wisdom that they're going to start charging for numbers that are associated with campaigns that have no traffic on them relatively soon, so from December onwards. And we're still, discussing this inside the industry. The industry has turned around to T-Mobile and just said, seriously, what? Why? You shouldn't be charging for this. I'm not T-Mobile bashing, but, they are, out of AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, they are the most random when it comes to fees and policies and things like that, and also the best at U-turns. They have actually more U-turns than the British Prime Minister. We do battle hard in the background. We're always advocating for our customers. We always want this traffic to go through successfully. We're always talking to Campaign Registry and some of the other DCAs, but unfortunately, it's just not guaranteed 100%.
Thank you.
I think we're kind of out of time, but I think we can do one more question. Hopefully it's a quick question. I'm looking at a flashing clock that looks very angry that I'm out of time.
I have a question about very low usage. So if it's not really a program that you're using to blast out messages, it's just basically a person sending 1 or 2 messages a day. Do you have to register for that?
So, yes, again, it's like, with the sole proprietor thing, your mom and pop businesses are really struggling to be able to send out SMS and have to jump through all the hoops. If someone wants to just send out 1 or 2 messages a day personally to their own cell phone, we've had to unfortunately, make them register for a campaign. We are looking at something called platform free trial. Which is what it sounds like. You can sign up, you can send messages to one single number from one single number, which may be the use case that you're doing. But then there is a bit of a gap between the platform free trial and going the whole hog, registering your brand, registering the campaign, everything else. And the carriers are aware of this, and it's just a constant change in the industry to try and accommodate everybody's needs. It's normally, it's almost instead of proactively fixing this, they're actually fixing it in the mix as they go. They're reactively dealing with it. So I think platform-free trial might be the closest for something like that, or just going off and registering your own brand, which I appreciate is work, but it's unfortunately this is the system we're with at the moment. Thank you.
Thanks.
I think we're done. Any other questions? I'm out of time, out of touch. Thank you. You've been a great audience, and thank you for bearing with me in my crash and burn Google Slides failure. I hope to get a Dangerous Demo prize for that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Alex. Well done, man. Great stuff. Okay, we have another drawing to do now. So one more drawing here before the big drawing. I hope, again, put your golden tickets back in that little tumbler. I see people going up there. It's going to be a big prize. I promise you. I was just investigating it in the back room, getting my little paws all over it. This last drawing here is for this, although there's supposed to be a water bottle here somewhere, but also this Clue game. So this is for the Clue game right here. This drawing is for this guy right here, ClueCon, the Dev-tective board game. Let's see what we got. And, oh, nope, not that one. This one. All right, we got a couple. We're going to choose this guy. We're going number 319986. 986. 319986. Let's see a hand. 986. Nope. Yeah. All right. Here you go, man. Congratulations. And apparently there's supposed to be a water bottle associated with this too, so we'll track that down for you. See, you got it. Awesome. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, without any further ado, do you need more ado, James? Okay, slightly more ado. Okay, vamp. So those of you who have been to a number of these conferences in the past, you're about to embark on a journey that is quite a great time. Dangerous Demos is an institution at this conference and others, always put on by Mr. James Bodie here, has been doing it for years, and these prizes are some of the most sought after in the VoIP world. If you can claim one of these beautiful prizes, check these things out. Laser cut, beautiful skylines. Just imagine you as the prize holder of that, a stack of those on your shelf to show your kids for generations to come. So, Mr. James Bodie and everybody else, Dangerous Demos.
Thank you very much. So this is the first Dangerous Demo that we've had here at ClueCon in 3 years, isn't it? In 3 years.
Yeah.
So first of all, can I introduce our judging panel? So we have head of our judges today is Mira, the lovely Mira. We also have our wonderful SignalWire community development person. You have to come to the front.
You have to come to the front, Alex.
Alex. And we were going to have Kat, but Kat unfortunately has to rush away to the airport. So is Luca in the house?
Luca is in the house. Luca's way back there in the corner.
Luca, would you like to come and fill in for Kat? You may have to put on a blonde wig. So I just need to explain what we're going to do here. We're going to have a series of rapid-fire 3-minute demos of exciting stuff, some of which may be dangerous, a lot of which certainly will be risky because most of this stuff hasn't been done before. Where's Alex? Come on, Alex, come and sit at the front. Stop hiding. Yeah, come on. And at the end of which, we are going to then go into an audience vote phase, which in itself is a dangerous demo because the audience vote is going to be run by my colleague Andy, who is back in UK. It's not as risky as it has been in the past because we actually did it once when Andy was taken into hospital and he actually ran the vote from his hospital bed with drips and things wired in. He is so dedicated. And it's such a shame he can't be here, but because, well, he can't be here. So he's going to run it from Bournemouth in UK. So that's the first prize, first of 4. We then go into the Swan Prize. The Swan Prize is for the demo, which is just technically beautiful. It just happens seamlessly, effortlessly. And if you can imagine a beautiful swan gliding across a lake, barely leaving a ripple behind it, that is the Swan Prize. But inevitably, underneath the surface, there's a lot of stuff going on. And a bit of background to that. That was introduced specifically for Mr. Anthony Minnesala, who kept on entering and doing these beautiful demonstrations, but they appeared to be effortless, and he kept on losing. And he thought, why is that? So we introduced the Swan Prize, and I know that Tony has got an entry today, but he has some reasonably serious competition, which will become apparent later. Then we have Evan's favourite prize, which is the Crash and Burn Prize. Little known fact that Evan McGee has won the Crash and Burn prize more times than anyone else. He is an expert at crashing and burning with a huge amount of style and a bow tie. So the good news there is that you can crash and burn. Everything could go horribly, horribly wrong, and you can still win. Okay? And then the final prize is the overall best one, or somebody who's not already got a prize, and that's the most entertaining prize. It's supposed to be the biggest and best prize, but you know what? They're all the same. So our intent is to hand out 4 prizes. We only have 1 podium. Normally we would have 2, so I'm going to have to fill in the gaps whilst we're changing over people. And to help me when I run out of words, I have a very large vat of gummy bears, which if anybody dozes off, they get gummy bears thrown at them. Oh, so there we go. So, and a word of explanation about the gummy bears. You can either eat them now, or alternatively, there is a supplementary competition which involves taking 1 or more of your gummy bears to strange places anywhere in the world and sending a photo to me. And you've got about a month to do this, and the best photograph of a gummy bear in a strange place, and it has to be, a decent, strange place, will win a very special prize, okay? So do not immediately eat all your gummy bears. Keep 1 or 2 and take them home with you and photograph them in special places, okay? So that's that. Let's very quickly run through the batting order. We have today a total, if I can get this thing to open up, a total of how many entries? We have, well, on paper it should be 14, but we've got a couple of people dropping out at the last moment. The batting order is as follows. Number 1 will be Len Graham. So Len, would you like to come up and start getting set up now? Len is a man who needs no introduction. He's a multiple Dangerous Demo winner with all kinds of kinetic related demos, but more of that later. Number 2 is Abby Minnesala. Is Abby in the building? No. Has Abby run away? Does Abby know that she's actually doing it? Danny, can you tell Abby? Oh, is she here? Yeah, you're doing it. If you want a bit of time to do costume and makeup, I'll slip you down the batting order to later. But you're doing it. You told me you were doing it, so there's no backing out. Okay, next one, number 3, is Team Orm, which will be a slightly enhanced version of the 3-factor authentication with much enhanced danger levels. Okay, and it might even work this time. So there we are. So that's number 3. Number 4 is, well, it was going to be Giacomo Vacca, but he's dropped out, which is very unusual for Giacomo. But when it comes to his slot, I'll tell you why. That's a bit of a story to that. And strangely enough, number 5 is not going to happen either. And that's Zoe here, and I'll explain why he's not doing it. Number 6, Edgar. Is Edgar in the room? We're not doing very well here. Is Edgar here? Edgar. Yeah. You have got a demo? You have Edgar, not you. You're David. Edgar's over there. You don't have a demo. Right, the problem with not having a demo, after you've told me that you're going to have a demo, is you get named and shamed. So Edgar, you are officially named and shamed now. And we're not doing very well here, so that's 3 blank slots. Yeah, I've got you, David, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll get to you. I know you love doing this, David, but you just have to calm. Next on the list, Livu is going to do something very strange. Where, Livu? Yeah, he's here somewhere. I've seen him. And then number 8, David. And I've got a title for David saying, usual David mad demo with lots of moving parts. Next after David will be Matt Brooks, who's over there somewhere, going to be searching for long-lost treasures hidden in SignalWire conference recordings. That's fine. Followed by the 4 Carteteers again, with an even more dangerous version of the demo that won just now. And Kat, thanks for nicking me dangerous demo. That was good. But it'll be even better second time round, I guarantee. Then after that, Fred and Daniel, who are a strong contender for the Swan Prize, because Daniel has got his coding hat on. When Daniel puts his coding hat on, it's serious. So they're going to be inviting you all to hack Camailio and see what happens. So that should be interesting. Then we have Team Wazo, who you may recall did a brilliant demonstration of a phone-based Space Invaders. Well, it's been completely rewritten, upgraded, and now uses SignalWire in the background. What's that? Oh, God, you want to get... Sorry, I'll just do this. Len wants to get going. He wants to throw that thing at people, so... Okay, so Team Wazo, no, 12, 13, Zoa, that's Joachim, doing funny things with speech, something entitled, I Never Said That. And in his usual position, bringing up the tail end, Tony, was going to do something, I don't know what it's going to do. Oh, yes, it will. It's going to be something to do with handover media sessions when transiting between 5G and Wi-Fi, open brackets, Swan, close brackets. So there we are. Those are the contenders. And the first of those is Len. You've got a microphone.
Yes, I do.
You. Shall I sit down and shut up? Len, you have precisely 3 minutes, and you'll be cut off mercilessly if you go over time, to demonstrate starting from... You've got 3 minutes on the clock? You haven't got 3 minutes on the clock? Can you put 3 minutes on the clock? Okay, doesn't matter. We'll do it on my wristwatch. You have 3 minutes starting...
All right, everyone. Welcome to Dangerous Demos 2022. My name is Len Graham. I'm our Free Switch Enterprise Support person. Worked for SignalWire for a couple of years now. This is my third ClueCon, and my first ClueCon, I was blessed to win with Mark Crane from Fusion PBX the community award, where Mark was like, I'm going to do this demo, and he's like, no, that's not dangerous enough. So Mark's like, I need your help. I'm like, okay. So I had no intentions of doing dangerous demos, had no idea what it was, but I was doing some contracting work for Mark, and he had me working on this thing for packaging for Raspberry Pi for Fusion PBX to have FreeSwitch packaged and installed and ran on it on the Pi. So I have on here, I thought what I would do is kind of like something old, something new type of thing. So I added to this Raspberry Pi Zero W with a battery pack and a camera. And what we have on the screen here, this is our SignalWire Work platform, and we're streaming out of this with SRT, with FFmpeg and RSvid, I think it was RasVid or something. And then SignalWire Work is ingesting that stream. So I think what I'm going to do is just throw this over there. Kat, you want to stand over here, and I'll try not to hurt anyone with this, or you know what? We can make this dangerous. I could throw it over the cameras. No? No? You ready, Kat? No. All right, so we got the stream. You ready? It's a little bit heavier. Are you okay, Kat? All right, ready? Almost. There's, all right, we're still live. Okay, so I got a little bit more, 37 seconds, oh geez. So I have a module with, I kind of put together for Fusion PBX with PVC, with SignalWire. So this is, by the way, I have this running on a Chromebook. Fusion PBX is installed on this Chromebook. So I'm joining a video conference on the Chromebook. Maybe. We'll see. There I am. So this is a module that's built in using SignalWire, and we have, you can do chat in here. And the last part of my demo, I need my phone somewhere. Here you are. Okay, phone. I'm going to call into this conference.
But you're out of time, Len.
Okay.
He said very ruthlessly. Shall we let him go on for the next 30 seconds? What do you think? No, they say no. Oh, no. Go on then. Go on, Len.
They said no. So I just called into the conference with a regular cell phone.
Okay, well, thank you, Len, for that.
So I got two going at once here.
Next up, to give Abby a little bit of time to get her costume and makeup sorted out, would Team Autumn like to come up and get plugged in, please? And whilst you're doing that, I'm going to tiptoe around and hand out some gummy bears. I hope some of them aren't gummy bears. So,
remove this.
Ooh.
Sorry, I made a call from Verdo Communicator into the same BBC.
I'm coming. Don't worry, we've got plenty of gummy bears. So, what can I tell you about Team Aurum? They are going to do 3-factor authentication, but with extra danger. Lots of extra danger. You go, whoop. Gummy bears. Don't worry, I've got plenty. Into the cheap seats. So I used to do jelly babies, or rather belly JBs, I used to call them, but apparently they're illegal here in in the USA. How are we doing, Team Aurum? Are you there yet? Okay. Are we set with 3 minutes? Right, Team Aurum, make sure you make it really dangerous, because this is dangerous demos. You
Okay.
have 3 minutes starting from now.
Yeah, okay. So this is the same exact thing that you saw 30 minutes ago if you were in this room, but now it's working. Yes, thank you. And we're gonna do that. Okay, yep, you saw this message come through. Yep, and it's being shared to this number, so it pops up over there too.
It would be useful to give us a little bit of context about why you're doing it and what you're doing.
Oh, sure. Sorry, I was assuming that everybody was here before. You want to talk about that, Martin?
Okay. So authentication is pretty dangerous, and especially if you get it wrong. And we're hoping that we're not gonna make this wrong. So basically, for those of you not in this room before, this will receive SMS 2FA codes for you on a web app, and you can share it with other people, which is pretty dangerous in my opinion, especially if you're the sharing part, because that's not really 2-factor. We call it 3-factor marketing. Okay. So now that it works, we have actually added a special new feature to our app, but it's better to show rather than tell. So I'm gonna send a special text message. The suspense. I know. We're relying on cell network here.
Yeah, using the cellular network in an underground ballroom for a demo is definitely dangerous.
No? I think that's pretty dangerous. Yeah. Do you want to? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's it.
That's it. Well, that was definitely more dangerous than the last time, and it works considerably better than last time. So next up is not Giacomo, it's not Zoe, it's not even Edgar. Livu, are you in the house? Liv, are you ready to rock and roll? You're not. Keep going. Next after Liv, we have David. Where's David? Come on, David. David is another long-term dangerous person. Here, have some more. Yeah, so let's have some more. I need to get out to the extremities whilst David is doing that. Go on, you had to have lots of them. Give them to your friends. Take them to China, wherever. They're ooh, there we go. There we go.
James, weren't you going to tell us a story?
Sorry, say again?
You were going to...
Where did that come from?
Over here.
Hello? Are we ready to go? Oh, the story. Story about David.
I'm ready.
Which story do I want to tell? The one where was it 3 years ago? One of the demonstrations was breaking into somebody's, hacking somebody's door key for the hotel and breaking into their room.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a misdirection thing which involved David, and I thought that David was going to be the fall guy, but when they did the thing, they were actually breaking into my room.
I'm ready. Start the clock.
Okay.
People
All
are
right,
calling in. They don't even know what the system is doing.
Right, David, are you approaching ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, in which case, David, my good friend, you have 3 minutes precisely starting from now.
All right, really quickly, this is probably going to crash and burn. How much money do I have on me? Too big. All right, $10 to the first person that guesses what my blood pressure was that put me into the hospital. So 2 phone numbers. You have a dirty number where I curse at you if you get too high or too low, and then a half-decent clean number. If you guessed the wrong blood pressure, so you call up, enter X amount of digits, either 2 or 3 digits, followed by star, followed by the other 2 digits. Like what almost happened to me, if you guessed the right number, it's going to crash asterisk and kill it. So let's see if anybody can figure out what my blood pressure was. Oh yeah, and the oops over there is that if you enter a number that I didn't think about putting into the dial plan, which I guess is crashing and burning. So let's see if anybody can figure out what sent me to the hospital. So it's number, star, number, and it'll yell at you if you try to make me too sick, and it'll make fun of you if you think I went to the hospital because that number was too low. And again, if you see the oops, well, I'm seeing a lot of oopses there, which means there are a lot of numbers I forgot to put in. Nobody? A lot of oopses, wow. Hang on, let's see what I did wrong there. Actually, I can't look at the dial plan because then that'll give the actual number will put me into the hospital. I guess we'll go there in about a minute. I did test this and put in the right number, so if you put the number star, the other number, it will actually kill asterisk. Oh, and if one number is too high and one number is too low, I screw with you, so sometimes I'll tell you it's too high, sometimes I'll tell you it's too low. So if you, let's say, put in 500 over 20, it may say it's too high, it may say it's too low, it may just crash and burn. Well, that's your fault for calling the dirty number, dirty boy. Call the clean number and I'll be a gentleman. It's all your fault. And we'll post later the CDRs of who decided to be dirty. Nobody's getting it? All right, in the last 5 seconds, I'll give it, and then we'll see who gets to blow it up. Really? So who here is getting too low and who's here getting too high? Who's here getting too high? See, yeah, I definitely didn't do the dial plan properly. All right. 15 more seconds. I'll post the number and see who gets the crash and burn. If I see your number, the one that did it in caller ID, I'll give you the $10. No, still working. 180 over 130. 180 over 130. Is anybody going to crash asterisk? It's 180 star 13. There you go. It worked. Now I got to find out who crashed me and who I give $10 to.
Okay, David, well done. That was well up to your usual standard of randomness. It's excellent. And I thought for a moment you were going to crash and burn, but you pulled it back right at the end. So well done, David. Right, next up, Matt Brooks. Ready to start your quest for hidden treasure buried in SignalWire. And after Matt, it will be, just so you know to get ready, the 4 carteteers with your weaponized Bluetooth cart. Right, let's go off to the far corners of the evil empire to deliver some traveling gummy bears. There we go. Oh, you've already got some. There you go. Gummy bears. So a bit of background, Matt and his little team come from Sangoma. So, did you know that Sangoma now do things with FreeSwitch? I didn't know that, but here. So, gummy bears for Daniel, still with his coding hat on. And look, so cool. Tony saying, I don't eat gummy bears. I'm far too cool to eat gummy bears. There we go. There we go. Are we ready, Matt?
Sure.
Right, in which case, you have precisely 3 minutes to demonstrate how to go treasure hunting, starting from now.
All right, so this started out as a API challenge, and then it just got dangerous. So it's kind of why I'm doing this one, didn't do the other one. But so, how many of you have ever been, in you're like, just say, here's a situation. Your boss schedules a meeting at 7 a.m., right? And you're like, okay, this is early, I'm gonna go to it, but you fall asleep. So, so while you're in it, I guess they were talking about cats. There was some meme that came out that they screen shared or whatever, and you're just gotta get up to date. So, so what I've done is I have created a way for you to search the conferences for whatever you're looking for. So like the first thing it is, and I have to simulate this because like there has to be lots of activity or otherwise it doesn't work, but whatever. So I just used I ran out of time so I couldn't make the good interface. I'm just using what SignalWire has like by default. But you can join a conference room as a moderator, and then in here, I'm just gonna do a screen share and play a video. Let's see, yeah. So come in here, do a screen share, and I will play, oh, where'd it go? There it is. Basically, y'all know this, right? Well, you know that, right?
For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn. A good corn fit knobs. It has to choose. I can run a more beautiful thing. It's corn. I can tell you all
so I'll let this play in the background, I guess.
When I try to but I don't anything.
Yeah, so because it takes a long time to do this and you have to train it, I'm just gonna cheat a little bit. And I've already played the video. So I'm gonna take this link right here, and what it's doing is SignalWire is making a YouTube video after the conference is done, and it's shoving to YouTube. So now I'm gonna take the YouTube link and put it in there, and it's processing it. It takes a while. Usually it's just hopefully I don't run out of time. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna search for corn. Why not? Because they were talking about it, right? And so what this is doing in the background, it's using OpenCV to split the frame into like different segments, creating JPEGs of them, and then running that through Hugging Face. One of the video, like image recognition stuff, creating a bunch of tags, and then doing a search for it based upon like what it sees in the image. So, we're doing. Oh no! Oh, it didn't work. See if I can find another one.
And sadly, you're out of time.
Okay.
Oh. But a very, very impressive demo. And lots of moving parts in that one. Right. After Matt, the 4 Carteteers. Are you standing by with your weaponized buggy, ready to wreak havoc upon the audience? So the 4 Carteteers, winners from the SignalWire Challenge but moments ago. Can they repeat their win, make it a double win? We'll see. Will the cart stand up to the challenge? Okay. So how are we doing? Can we reset the clock to 3 minutes, please?
Should be on. Hello?
Okay.
All right, so...
Are we ready to go? 3 minutes on the clock? Not quite there yet, and we're almost there. And so you have 3 minutes starting from now. Off you go.
All right, so we're going to resume a demo that we showed before. I had this project inspiration based on Twitch Plays Pokemon. So in this case, we used an Arduino Bluetooth-controlled robot, the SignalWire API, the messaging and video APIs, to create a basically crowdsourced gameplay of this robot. And we upgraded it because clearly it wasn't dangerous enough, and knives are very dangerous. So We've equipped it with knives and enabled you guys to control it to possibly take out one of us or drive it off the stage. So I welcome you to call or text into this number. We have case-insensitive commands, go left, right, backwards, stop, and then there's also some secret swearing that you can do as well as if you call in DTMF 2, 4, 6, and 8, which correspond to those directions. So let's get some commands going.
Go left, you idiot. I'm always right. Watch out, dummy. Watch out, dummy.
You're way off.
Watch out, dummy. Watch out, dummy. Go left, you idiot. Watch out, dummy. Watch out, dummy.
Oh man, I don't think you guys are going to get any points at this rate.
Go left, you idiot. Watch out, dummy. Go left, you idiot. Go left, you idiot. Watch out, dummy. Go left, you idiot. Watch
Okay, we're going to
out,
flip it
dummy.
around. Oh, okay,
Watch
maybe
out,
not,
dummy.
maybe not. It's coming.
Watch out, dummy. Go left, you idiot. Go left, watch out, dummy.
You guys need some
Go left,
backwards.
you
Back,
idiot.
back, back. Uh-oh. Backward, backward, backward. It might have broke. I don't know. All right. Well, it's burned. You guys lost your chance. No points awarded. So, but that is our demo. Thank you.
That was impressive, particularly the weaponization like that. A good example of a bit of improvisation there on the spot. And that was definitely more dangerous than last time. The only problem is it didn't burst into flames at the end. But it was pretty damn good, that. So, okay, next up, just looking to see who we've got hiding at the back. So, Daniel and Fred, are you ready to roll? Daniel and Fred? Okay, thinking about it. Is Abby back from costumes and makeup yet? Okay, Abby, would you like to come and improvise now whilst Fred is preparing himself physically and mentally? If I can just remind you, last time we did this here in person, Abby won the audience vote thing. Not because her demo was particularly dangerous, but it's just that she has so many friends who manipulated the voting system. So can we emulate that again? We'll wait and see. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to roll.
Oh, I can't even figure this out.
No, not quite yet. And Fred, you're standing by.
I'm done. Thank you. I'm panicking.
So as soon as Abby has finished.
Okay.
Are you ready, Abby?
Wait, no.
No, no.
Give me a second. Are you going to be ready? No.
Don't panic.
Wait. Ah! I'm panicking. Hold on. It didn't start yet. Don't worry.
This is what Dangerous Demos is all about. It's all about fear and adrenaline, and anything can happen. Are you ready now?
Yes.
Okay, Abby, you have precisely 3 minutes, starting from now.
Okay, I'd just like to remind you all that I'm the one giving out the MacBook. Remember that during voting. All right, so at SignalWire, we have a fight every day about whether Star Trek or Star Wars is better. And so as a sign of good faith, I made Star Treks. It's a website where you can visit Hoth, but say we need to talk to a live agent because, you know, I have some questions. We've just got a video conference built right in here. But the problem is, I didn't know I was doing this until 5 minutes ago. So I actually lost the link to edit this WordPress page like 2 months ago because I'm kind of scatterbrained. So instead, I'm going to mess up the ClueCon website because I still have access to it. Okay, so all we have to do is go to video conferences on your SignalWire space. It's really easy. I'm going to create a new video room. I'm going to name it Danger, obviously, UI included because I'm on a tight schedule here. That clock is so oppressive. It's making me nervous. Okay. So all we have to do is copy the moderator embed code. That just means that we get all the controls. Okay, let's see, edit. I already did it once to practice because I was nervous it wouldn't work. I'm trying. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I already have it copied anyway, so you just copy it. And now we're in room, here we'll go into room danger. I was in room high before. Wait, no, I don't think I made the room danger. Okay, we're in room high. And we're on, as you can see, Wednesday night is poker night. This is a guide to the ClueCon evening events. Here's me singing last year. And hi, I'm in the conference. If you guys are quick enough, you can join, but you have 57 seconds, and you have to find the page. Wait, okay. I'm gonna make it permanent. I think I just made it permanent. Sharon's gonna fire me. Yeah, so guide to ClueCon events. I'm partying in here. You got 35 seconds. I just want to stress, just pitch for the danger. I came up with this 5 minutes ago, and we have way cooler demos to show upstairs after we give away the laptop. Free wine and beer. We got live translation apps, but this is my danger. Okay, no one's joining me.
It's high.
You can't find it? It might just be my internet's not good enough.
No, that's not true.
10,
the real danger here.
9,
the people
8,
at the back can't see
7.
the look on. 5, 4.
Yeah, Sharon's upset. I'm gonna leave it up. Okay, bye.
Time's up. Yeah, that was brilliant. So the real danger there was Sharon. What you couldn't see, all you people at the back, was the look on Sharon's face, the look of shock and horror.
You're fired.
That is real danger there. So, and demonstrating, Abby, that was good skills as well. That was pretty brilliant. For an instant dangerous demo, that's what dangerous demos are all about. I don't know where that came from, but it was definitely dangerous, and it almost worked as well. So well done, Abby. Right, now, deep breath, be calm, because it's Fred, with Daniel running things behind the scenes. I think this is going to be, I hope, reasonably effortless. And have we still got Star Wars?
No, I have no idea how to use double monitors, so just give me 1 second.
Okay. Again, a little bit of extra danger here. Whilst we're doing that, after Fred, we want to be seeing Team Oiseau, our French Canadiens.
Okay.
Where's Sylvain? Sylvain, you're next on with your team. Right, I'm waiting for a thumbs up from Fred. Okay, Fred, you have more or less 3 minutes to be totally brilliant starting from now.
All right, I'll try to set it up for a minute. This is what ends up being a really stupid idea because I used a Pi Zero and also lost power during the compiling stage, so it's a really horrible version of software running on it. But so I have a Pi Zero, a very old Pi Zero running Comma Ilio, and the thought was to show you that how much better it is if you block it in IP tables. So Daniel has SIPSAC going, and go ahead and attack it. So right now, Comma Ilio is just going to kind of ignore the request. So when he sends out a request, you're going to see it. In theory, just jump. You're sending it. Yeah, all right. So, all right, you can see my CPU is starting to increase a little bit. And now, of course, I have no idea.
Fred,
it's already blocking.
where is it so we can attack it?
All right, yeah, I'm going. I just wanted to show it black. All right, now I have it blacking now. And what?
James, the Pi is here. Eh?
Yeah, the Pi is at...
IP address.
I'm worried. It's .55, so 1 second. I can't even figure out. It's wrong ways.
Y'all on 50. All right, so
now it's attacking.
yeah, so 10.99.1.55 if you want to send traffic to it. 10.99.1.55. All right, so right there. So it's coming in, and Kamailio is still using 1.7%, but you know, here every time someone sends traffic, we're blocking it. I think on this one, I was trying to do the tail, right? So it blocked. Well, there's an error. I can't even read it, but. So it blocks anyone that tries to send something. So if you send an invite or an options or anything like that, it's just going to block you and stay up. And we finished it 35 seconds ago. The IP again is 10.99.1.55. 30 seconds to send some traffic. And, oh well, nobody's sending really much. Oh, somebody blocked something. All right, so I just undeleted an IPv6 someone attacked it with. Nice. Or no, I lost my IPv6. Oh well, network issues. It's fun. And I am out of time. Sorry.
Yeah, you're out of time, Craig. well, that was dangerous, actually, inviting people to attack you, bearing in mind who you've got here. And it did kind of work, didn't it? It did what it's supposed to. So well done. Well done, Fred. And now, approaching the stage, Sylvain is a multi-Dangerous Demo award winner, I think, more than once. The most memorable one being his masterful demonstration of SIP-powered Space Invaders, which I suspect we may be seeing something vaguely similar again. Is it turned on? Do we have a... Is it turned on? Yeah. Yeah, lots of danger involving turning the microphone on. Right, Sylvain, we've reset to 3 minutes.
It's okay?
Yeah, you have 3 minutes once again to amaze us, starting from now.
It's okay? Yeah? Okay, so just a question. Does people have seen my demonstration, the Dangerous Demo 4 years ago here? Yeah, one. Okay, so it's not bad. Okay, so 4 years ago, yes, I did a Dangerous Demo, but with a Wazo platform. And the Dangerous Demo is here is we get the same game, so it's a Space Invader game, but we decided to change the backend to SignalWire. So we just purchased a number on SignalWire platform, and we use in Python the Python relay client. And the dangerous part for us is to change the backend and also to use the Python SignalWire client because it's in async IO, and 4 years ago it wasn't in async IO. So I just need to launch a game. Oh, just a minute. I'll read. Tac. No, it's not in full screen. Okay. There is no sound. So you just need to call this number, and your call will be an alien. And me, I'm here to protect SignalWire. So here we go. And if someone kill me, my phone will call. Looks like there is a lot of alien, huh? Oh my God. So yeah, I'm sorry. So I was killed, and I'm waiting to know who killed the platform. You don't want to call me? Yeah, look like there is a bug. I don't receive any call. So yeah, looks like there is a problem, yes.
Someone in here has a phone number ending in that number.
Yeah. Normally I need to when I'm killed, I need to receive a call, and I'm talking with the people who killed me. So. Yeah, but looks like yeah, I don't know.
So somebody who's very shy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's finished.
Well, there we are.
Thank you very much.
That was pretty brilliant. Yeah. Nice, yes. Okie dokie. So, next up we have Zoa. Is Zoa wearing his banana outfit? Yeah. Always the showman, Zoa. Always the showman. So, equipped not only with a banana, but also with lots of banana socks. It's a different banana.
Yeah, of course it's a different.
So not only does Zoa dress up as a banana, but he has multiple banana outfits. What does that tell you about him?
This one is the more sporty version.
Oh yeah, the high energy version. Okay. Just so you know what's going to happen, after Zoa has done his bit, then it's Tony will be the last presentation, and then we're going to go directly into the audience vote piece. So be ready for that. Get your
Abby,
phone.
could I
phones
have
ready.
some help?
Right, Zoa, are you ready to rock and
I will
roll?
try to, but I need a stand-up comedian of some sort.
Well,
Abby, where are you? I need you.
You want
Come over. So in the meantime, quickly, some socks. Who wants some socks? I need to get rid of them. I do not want to take them home. I don't know what size this is. I hope it's yours. If not, go exchange them. Now you have to figure out how to get the pairs, but okay, what to do.
Where is he?
Please come up. Oh. So what we'll try to do. Oh, I do not have video for some reason. Can I have video? It's not working. And do we have an audio cable? I will use the microphone, it's okay. So maybe use this one. So what we'll try to do.
Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Just get yourself
Do we
set up.
have
We'll give you another 20 seconds or so.
Okay, so let's try to do first some speech to text and then to see...
I haven't go yet. So, Zoa,
Okay.
you have precisely 3 minutes starting from now.
Okay, so I didn't have all that much time to prepare something, so we'll try something quite basic. I can't do full voice cloning in 3 minutes, unfortunately. So let's try to do some speech to text and then follow it by doing some text to speech with that, with the Trump voice. With some of the links that yesterday were completely, or the day before were completely messed up with the QR codes. Maybe I can give you a new one. So let's see if this works.
Okay.
I think you can try. Say anything.
Anything? A joke or just anything?
Anything.
Come to the roadshow at 3:30 in Currents.
Say a joke. Say a joke.
What? How does Luke Skywalker get around Endor? How? He walks. want a gold ticket, Abby? Yeah. Something about banana socks? Okay, give me a second. I think this is it.
You can still do something.
Knock, knock. Banana. Knock, knock. Banana. Knock, knock.
That is confusing.
Orange.
And frightening.
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? Socks.
That is confusing and frightening.
Oh, into the mic too. I'm a little nervous. It's very dangerous. Okay.
It's going to be really challenging, though.
Yeah, I'm hugely impressed, that you know that you can get extra points, but just by having Abby as part of your demo. Very, very sneaky.
I think she's trying to sabotage my demonstration.
Oh, I
She
have
wants
okay.
to win.
Everyone vote for Abby in the audience favorite. Or how about Star Wars is better than Star Trek? Raise your hand if you're Team GIF. Shame. 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 I love peanut butter.
So let's try if anything comes out now. I don't have big hopes, but let's see.
Yeah, I'm looking at the timer, which seems to have mysteriously extended your time and your agony, Zoa.
Version. You could say anything to say anything, a joke or just anything. Come to the road show at 3/3. How did Luke Skywalker get an end? And you banana sucks. Give me a second. I think it's a good banana. An ox not. But not all right. You caught it in Souvenel socks or into the mic. I'm a little nervous. Is very nervous. I think he's trying to sabotage my demonstration. Oh, okay. Everyone vote for Abby in the audience favorite. Or of all Star Wars is better than Star Trek.
I think it actually might have been more coherent than the real one, but. So that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Zoa. Right. Oh, more socks. Vote for socks. Socks for votes. Right, Tony, are you ready to come up to the stage? And I know that this is a particularly demanding demonstration. Meanwhile, Zoa is throwing socks at everybody. So whilst Tony is preparing himself physically and mentally for this little challenge, I'll just explain what's going to happen after Tony. We're going to go straight into the voting phase. You'll be given a number and a series of options to vote for. So the final digit that you send to this number with SMS will be the person that you vote for. Just explaining the rules, you only get one vote for one number. And if you send another vote, it will cancel your original vote and give it to somebody else. So don't send lots of votes because it won't do any good. You get to vote once. Also, be aware that there are hack detection systems deployed. So if anybody, I'm looking around, if anybody, wherever he is, decides to attack the voting system, you may well be detected. So just be aware of that. Meanwhile, the setting up is still setting. So I will continue to ad lib.
What's the prize for the gummy bears?
Oh, yeah, people want to know what the prize for the most traveled gummy bear thing is. Well, actually, I think it may be lots and lots more gummy bears delivered to an address of your choice, as long as it's not too far away. So, yeah. We probably need to get some gummy bears over in this extremity over here. So at the end of this, if anybody doesn't have gummy bears, you can come and get them. So, and I've noticed that they're not all gummy bears. Some of them are happy colas. So not quite as exciting if you have a picture of a happy cola in a strange place. But there we are. You can always eat them.
Vote for Abby Manasali. Audience favorite.
Right.
Vote for Abby, okay?
Right, Tony, are you approaching a go situation? This is looking particularly dangerous.
Yep.
Vote for me.
Are you going for the special let's wind up Sharon prize? Yeah.
Right now.
Good. Start by.
Star Trek is better
Gummy
than Star
bears.
Wars. Star Trek is better than Star
I
Wars.
inherently am part of everybody else's demo
We're getting
because
to the end.
SignalWire itself is my
And you're
dangerous
almost
demo.
talking about- my mic-
Right!
Whoa, anyway. All right, are we ready?
You
I'm
wasted
I'm getting
15 seconds. That's
distracted
not
here.
fair.
Hugs at the back.
What's more important than me?
Right, okay. Tony, the master, you have
All right.
from now.
All right, I'll start by my dangerous demo is called SignalWire. You've all experienced it, right? My other dangerous demo is called Free Switch. Just putting that out there. Made your damage general, made yours possible too. So, yeah, vote for me and make sure you go upstairs after this and drink with us. So anyway, don't actually go in there. I just wanted to show off something that's been driving me insane. We want to make things easier, and it's kind of hard to take all the complexity. And there's some things that the world kind of promised us we should be able to do that we couldn't yet. So I've been working on trying to solve it. And I have this room here. It looks like somebody's in it. Interesting. We'll have to kick you out. So I'm going to go in this room, and it's this is like my secret lab test environment, Batcave area, version of our video conferencing stuff that I'm working on. All right, so we have, sorry, Bob. So we got this is like a promo video. This is just to simulate somebody so you can see what's going on here. One of the things that drives me nuts is when I'm on a call, I'm in a conference call, walking around my phone, and I go outside the range of my Wi-Fi, and then the whole call's stuck, and I'm like, hello, hello. It takes 30 seconds to figure out. So I wanted to solve this problem. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to take in the middle of this, I'm going to actually hang up and call back to make sure I have more time for the video to play. It was already going. So it automatically plays every time you call in. It's kind of like music on hold for video. And what I'm going to do is let it play for a second, and then I'm just going to turn my Wi-Fi off on purpose, even though there's 1 bar of LTE in here.
SignalWire, the real OGs of song.
Oh no, I've lost my internet.
Communications platform in the world.
Wait, it works still. How's that even possible?
Anthony Minnesota.
Yeah. I can't mic drop because I paid for it. But.
Hey, Tony, once again delivering that. So just in case you missed it because it's so fast, that was Tony streaming on Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi went away, and very rapidly the stream was renegotiated and came back over cellular, which in itself is quite amazing because we're in an underground ballroom. So, yeah, that was dangerous, but reasonably effortless. Right, AV team, this is where you spring into action. Can we find Mr. Andy Smith live in England? So come in, Andy Smith. Oh, there he is. Can you hear me, Andy? Is he frozen? He doesn't look very happy, does he? Oh, come on. Andy, can you hear me? Andy, speak to us. Speak to us, please. Say something, please. And the winner of the Crash and Burn this year is...
I can't speak.
Yes, you can.
Aha, I can speak.
You can speak. Right, Andy, would you like to...
I am trying to talk to you.
Yes, hello. Hello,
I
old
am.
chap. Yeah, hello. Would you like to take us through the voting sequence, please? I'll shut up.
This is the broken demo.
Yeah, okay, go.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Yes, yeah, we can hear you. Give us the votes.
Can't see you now either. There's somebody in the way.
Can you see me now?
Well, I'm going to assume that you can hear me.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So, yeah, all right. So, I need to share my screen, and I can't do that either. So, can someone allow me to share my screen, please? That would be really good. No? Nobody can allow me to share my screen? In which case, can somebody... Oh, hang on, 1 minute. Aha, now I can share my screen. So, we have these competitors, as we know, and there are two numbers you can text to vote for one of them. So one is a UK number, which is basically the number we use for testing, but I left it up there. And the other is a local number to you guys. So just text the number of the person that you wish to vote for to that one of those numbers. Or you can try both if you like, but it makes no difference. You'll only get one vote. If you then vote more than once, you will get a change in your vote, or you might just be voting for the same person over again. Interestingly enough, this is all powered by mainly powered by SignalWire, using the Relay SDK, and strangely enough, Python and async.io. So as the votes come in, they will appear here, he says, hopefully.
I don't remember which number is who.
Now, anybody who's streaming this around the world can also vote. The votes have been enabled for full geographic voting through SignalWire. So hopefully we'll see some votes in a minute.
Can we put the list of names back up? Some of us are forgetful.
It's a bit worrying.
Yeah, I'll read them. So, for Len Graham with his kinetic and very dangerous frisbee, vote 1. For Abby, singing and dancing, vote 2. Team Aurum with 3-factor authentication, vote 3. Giacomo, who didn't do it, would have been 4, so don't vote for him. Zodia Di Giovanni would have been 5, so don't vote for him. Edgar was 6, don't vote for him either. Livu, who also didn't do it, it would have been 7, so don't vote for them. But
I'll try voting myself.
Is David. 9, Matt Brooks, searching for treasures in SignalWire. The Forecast
well, the UK
10,
number works.
11, Fred and Daniel. 12, Team Wazo. 13, Joachim.
I think we've got a broken voting system, James.
And 14 is Tony. At the moment, it looks like Zoa is racing into the lead with 1 vote. So the brief for this was that the audience vote system has to deliver a winner, and it might be a winner with 1 vote. And here we are. So Tony is now
Well, this is really
even.
disappointing.
Did somebody break it?
Yeah, come on, we need at least one more vote coming from somewhere.
It won't let us vote.
Yeah, give us another vote.
Who broke it? I know one of you did it.
No.
In the meantime, if you haven't put your raffle tickets in the tumbler, you can see up there. There's a circle table with the tumbler on it. Make sure you've got your raffle tickets in there. Make sure you keep one half, or we won't let you in. That we're going to combine them, so all the tickets go in that tumbler. Ooh.
Well, sorry, people. It looks like the stream from SignalWire is not appearing at the server for some reason. I do not know why.
Okay, in which case, what we're going to have to do, I'm going to make a kind of a judgment.
So you're going to have to decide with a different way there, James.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's what I'm trying to do, Andy. Because Joachim got the first vote, and they're all tied, we're going to give the audience vote prize to Mr. Banana himself, Joachim. But we'll do the prizes at the end. So next is, which one? The Swan Prize. And... Yeah, do a bit of conferring. Oh, meanwhile, Joachim is coming to get his prize. So, who's got the camera? Yeah. So, have you won one of these before? You've never won one of these before. Right, the camera's over there. So, come on, let me be in it as well. Here you go. There we are. Congratulations, winner of the audience vote. Meanwhile, back at the judges, this is a bit like the Eurovision Song Contest. So, can we have the vote from the SignalWire? So we want the a quick summary for the Swan Prize. Who's doing the Swan? It's you, isn't it? Okay. So you're judging the Swan. Tell us who the runner-up is and who the winner is.
So in the end, the runner-up is probably Lens, mostly because it all worked. So it didn't stop working any time during the demo. And I think the winner is Tony, because it was just a seamless call handling thing. And I've worked on those projects years ago, and it's never easy. So I think he gets it. It was smooth, didn't have any trouble, and actually works. So congratulations, Anthony Minisali.
Well, we say that's a big surprise, Tony, but considering we actually made this prize specifically for you, congratulations. This is your... Oh, here we go. Ooh.
I'll give you that bribe later.
Right, there we are. Another one for your prize cabinet. Right, next up is the favourite prize, the Crash and Burn. And so, Alex, you're going to do the description for that. Who's the runner-up and who's the winner?
Hang on, I'm just going to lean over here so we don't get the feedback. What's up, Luca? So the second place runner-up I'm calling is Abby, not because her demo crashed, but because Sharon is coming for her.
She almost died.
She may still.
It's up and running right now. It's still live on the ClueCon website.
There are people in it right now from the online stream because they found it. Yeah, hi. What's up, online stream? You're doing great. But the prize for the Crash and Burn is the only demo that physically crashed. And that is Len. Len Graham, get up here.
Len. Well, actually, it's not the prize that you wanted, but what you got to do now is get a complete set of each one.
It's completely. I haven't won this one yet.
Yeah, exactly. You haven't had this one, but congratulations. Well, you need to be this way, don't we? There we go. He's got another one. Right, well done, Len.
Thank you.
And Mira, in a head judgery thing, this is now for the most entertaining. Who's the runner-up and who is the winner?
Thank you for asking. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, I think I'll just move because there's feedback from the microphone. I think everybody was a runner-up. Everything was entertaining, right? Yay! Louder! By the way, Team Star Trek. Team Star Trek. Team Star Trek. Team Star Trek. Right. So, runner-ups. Right, someone has a mic. That wasn't me, by the way. I don't have a beautiful voice. Runner-ups, Abby, amazing, really, really entertaining. Runner-ups, Fred and Daniel, really entertaining. The French Canadians, good one. And Zoa, of course. I mean, I cannot give it to you. Right, but the winner is the Forecasteers, of course.
Almost got stabbed, almost.
So a double win for the 4 Carteteers. Not only do you take home a Samsung tablet, but you get an even better prize than a Samsung tablet, which is a lead crystal engraved trophy.
That's
Yeah.
very dangerous.
Yeah, it could be very dangerous. So there you go. Now we'll put that in a very safe place. Okay, and that's about it from Dangerous Demos this time. The next Dangerous Demos will take place at the Moses event in Bristol, UK. Moses being the mobile open source event and showcase. At Moses, we will have every single open source project that does stuff with mobile ecosystem, including FreeSwitch, Camma Elio, Open5GS, OpenAir interface, Free Diameter, SRS RAN, you name it, everybody will be there. Together with people who are doing things with hardware, so you can find radios to go with the open source hardware, SIM cards, not your normal bog standard. These are going to be very, very clever SIM cards. So Moses will take place 13th to 14th of April next year. There is a website somewhere, but I've forgotten what the URL is. But we'll put it up sometime before the end of the show. And I hope to see lots of you there. So, and that's about it. So what happens next? Over to you, Alex.
First, we're giving a round of applause for James Brody for running this. Woo! And then I believe it's time for a drawing.
Time for what?
What?
Oh, was I supposed to do that? I don't know where it is. Oh, it must have disappeared. I don't know. All right, everybody, if you haven't put your raffle tickets in, now is your last chance. This is where they go. No pressure. Oh, wow, it looks like we have some banana socks to give away. Should we give away some banana socks? Put them in. All right. We have some bananafo.com banana socks to give away, everybody. I know this is what we were all so excited about. Should we Should we raffle it off? 2 popped out. I'm gonna pick one at random. 381072. 381072. I'm not putting it back in, so you either get socks or you get nothing. 381072. No, nobody wants the socks. Okay, I think this bit has expired, so we're just gonna. It didn't go anywhere. That's kind of embarrassing. Mira is the winner of her own socks. Okay. All right, up next, this one's real. This one's really cool. We have our Clue game. This is the Dev-tective board game. It's very exclusive swag that you can only get here at ClueCon. And inside, it's themed to ClueCon with rooms for each. And yes, it is Clue, like the game, like Brian killed Jairus with a candlestick in the gigabit reception. So we've got gigabit reception rooms, we've got the cantina room, we've got cool weapons like Python, what are some other cool ones? A telephone, a bug, and each of the characters are themed after some familiar faces. So this is a really, really fun prize. And you can only get it here at ClueCon. This is taking so long. Wow, that's a lot. All right, we've got 320772. 320772. We have a winner! Come on up and claim your prize. Well, first I have to check. People always yell at me because I forget to check. So 320772. Perfect, congratulations. Hopefully your luck has not run out and you just spent it. All right, so now it's time for the big grand prize, the engraved MacBook. What's special about this is it's really cool because it's a MacBook, but it's also engraved with our ClueCon for developers by developers new logo, engraved with the year 2022. I know, wow. To mark this wonderful occasion. So it's way cooler than a sticker. This is your personalized one-of-a-kind laptop. There is only one of these in existence, and it could be yours. But before I do the raffle, I just want to say a special thank you to everybody for coming out and visiting us here in Chicago. Yay! It's a little bit cheesy to say, but we've all been going through a very hard time the past couple of years, and the industry and the world is changing, and you guys have been there to support us when we were virtual. We were always there supporting you guys right back, and I'm really glad you guys all came out and made it. It was so exciting to meet so many new people, and it was really, really great to see some old friends again. And I hope that you all had a good time, enjoyed the talks, maybe are inspired to apply and give a talk next year. Shout out to my Coder Games people. That was a lot of fun. Those dangerous demos were so cool. So thank you everyone for being so enthusiastic and sharing what you've been working on and joining us here. So one more big round of applause for all of you. Thank you. We couldn't do it without you. And of course, thank you to everyone who helped put on ClueCon. It's a lot of work. We've been doing it for 16 years, and we do it all in-house. So just a big shout out to everybody, including you guys who made this all possible, people on our team. Thank you one more time. Big cheers, big cheers. All right, and it wouldn't be a long, drawn-out speech if I didn't remind you guys to come to the road show after this. It's upstairs in the Currents room, right across from where we eat lunch every day. We've got open wine and beer and hors d'oeuvres, and we're all going to be going up, hanging out. Tell us what you've been working on, some ideas that you've had, and we're going to be showing off some really cool demos I'm really excited about. So, and showing you how they work and showing them how you can add on to them. So. Join me there. I'll be there. Sharon will be there. Anthony Minasali will be there. So come hang out. But without any further ado, it's time for the main event. Ooh. So I'm going to build suspense. There are so many tickets in this. It's terrifying. I'll try to pick a golden one, but I'm letting the fates decide. And I'm just going to let the suspense linger. I'm just going to wait until one pops out. Because I'm evil. It's like watching a pot boil. No. No, we're going to go really fast. Now we're going to go really slow. Oh my gosh, it's camera shy, I think. Okay, round of applause if I should just open this baby up and pick one. Woo! A last minute entry. I am nothing if not benevolent. This is your last This is your last chance.
Give me a minute. Let's see if you are last minute lucky. Put it inside.
Yeah, put it inside.
Oh, this is. Oh.
Yep. Make sure you keep your half. All right. Now we have to start all over. Okay. Gotta make it fair. Get it. All right, let's crack this baby open. I'm not looking. All right. We have a golden ticket. It's 320155 for all the marbles. 320155. Ben! Oh my gosh! Well, let's see. He could be trying to trick us. He could be trying to trick us. There you go. Let's see. 320155. Yeah! All right. You are now the proud owner of this one of a kind MacBook Pro. Congratulations. Where are you going after this? How are you celebrating?
Definitely upstairs to the road.
Right answer. I picked a good winner. All right, thank you, everybody. And I hope to see you all next year, if not upstairs for the road show.